So sit on down, grab your jelly rolls, get ready to watch this mofo. Have you ever seen one of your favorite Hearthstone players use an off-meta deck and think to yourself, man, I want to use that deck too, but don't have the resources necessary for all those expensive cards? Well, don't worry because I've got your back. Today I will show you how to make a mill rogue deck that actually works on a budget. Just a quick warning for those of you who are newer to Hearthstone and might not understand how decks match up against one another. Let me just tell you that mill decks are completely destroyed by fast, aggressive decks. Mill decks are made to work against slower control decks, so keep that in mind. What makes this deck work is the card Gang Up, which you get from the first wing of Blackrock Mountain, Blackrock Depths. I would also recommend completing up to the military quarter in the Curse of Naxxramas in order to get Deathlord, Dancing Swords, and the Sludge Belcher, but that's entirely optional. The first two can be replaced by Eviscerate and Betrayal, which will rack up 160 dust, which can be cheaper, but getting dust can be finicky. Now let's look at the full deck list and go over what's in it. The main card in this deck is the Coldlight Oracle, which you will want to combo with the Gang Up to mill out your opponent. Vanish can be used to either stall out for one more turn, or, if set up correctly, can be a complete board wipe when comboed with Coldlight Oracle. Damn, that feels good. Antique Healbot helps you to keep your health up to outlive your opponents, and puts a body on the board. Lastly, Shadow Step combos with all battle cries and helps set up cheaper Vanish Coldlight board clears. The rest of the cards are basic stall cards, consisting of minion damage, taunts, heals, and kill cards. As long as you stick to the theme of defense and keep a similar mana curve, you should be fine. This is just a deck I created that works as a mill deck without needing epics or legendaries. Now you may ask yourself, if all I'm doing is defending, then how can I win? And the answer is the raw burst damage you get when milling your opponent down with Coldlight Oracles. If you can play both of your Gang Ups on Coldlights, that makes for 8 of them, and having 3 of them in your hand can lead to insane damage when the opponent is low on cards. And the best way to get them low on cards is by drawing out the game.
My hand is too full.
Thus, you will win through attrition, by being an unbreakable wall your opponent can't get through. And as they continue to bleed their fists against your wall, you will stand tall and laugh at these tiny ants. But then you become annoyed with their filthy blood on your newly painted wall, and with righteous anger, you will take from them everything! But this is gonna take practice. A lot of practice. Like a lot. You might want to get used to hearing this sound. But I do have a few pointers that'll help get you through the rough times. To begin, although Sap can be used as a 2-mana kill spell when your opponent's hand is full, sometimes it's best to get rid of the buffed or troublesome minions immediately to prevent loss of board control and hemorrhaging of life. Forcing your opponent to use better resources in the early game makes the mid and late game much easier. Using Shadow Step on a Coldlight can lead to a turn 7 Coldlight Vanish combo, or a turn 10 double Coldlight Vanish combo. And lastly, when you vanish to clear a board, you don't have to kill every minion there. As long as you get high priority targets or stall the game to the point where you can win, it's always worth it. Now let's show off these techniques in an online match.
You win this one.
He's the best around, but he's worried about copyright, so he stopped singing. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if any of you give this deck a try, please tell me if you had any success. And if any of you like the idea of me showing you how to build a deck on a budget, please tell me in the comments, and I will do my best to bring you more on a budget videos soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait till our next rendezvous.